I'm Elizabeth Psimas, and I authorized and paid for this message. I'm Elizabeth.
You know what? This is what I get for not reading it properly. You're right.
That's okay. Good. Yay. I win.
Elizabeth, please.
Thank you. Good evening, Portsmouth. I am Elizabeth Psimas. I, like many folks up here, I'm a local gal, raised in Churchland. I live downtown now. Who is Elizabeth Psimas? I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I am an independent thinker, and I'm a risk taker. After all, in 1988, I opened my own small business, 24 years old this year, and I put my name on the ballot 4 times in this city, so I'm a risk taker. I'm an Episcopalian. I'm not a mom, but I'm a godmother to 1, an aunt to 4, and a great aunt to 9. I like basketball and boats, and I like to knit. You didn't know that, did you? I really like working with people and bringing folks together to get a job done. That's what the city council is all about, you know. I don't like ugly confrontations. I don't like negative campaigns. I would support an increase in the gas tax, and I do not support the ERC toll deal to build a new Midtown tunnel. For more than 25 years, I have volunteered in this community and given my time, my talent, and my money. For 6 years, I served honorably on the Portsmouth City Council. During my tenure, I am very proud to say I was instrumental in securing funding for the construction of a new library in Churchland, the expansion of the Children's Museum, the relocation of TCC from Suffolk to Portsmouth. I've supported all these things, including a competitive pay plan for our police and firefighters. I was in the minority to support the rights of a church. I supported the sheriff, and then I didn't support the sheriff when the funding ran out. You know where I stand. I have a record I'm proud of. I want a council that listens to their constituents and to each other. Please vote on November 6th.
You as the core services that city government should provide for its citizens.
I think core services are very simple. A safe city, a fine police and fire department, a good education, which we have, a clean city, and by that I mean clean water, clean streets, streets that are drivable, and I'm going to add to that recreation, which I include recreation and other things that might be considered arts to some, but that's part of recreation to me, and I believe that's part of what a city gives to its citizens. I think you asked about it and where.
Yeah,
where would you say?
Is, do you see the opportunity for retail development within the city? If the answer is yes, what area of the city, and do you know of potential companies?
I think it's clear that, you know, during this economy, we haven't seen so much big development, but the backbone of this country is small business. And there is lots of opportunity for small business in Churchland, around Victory Crossing, in Craddock, and certainly in the downtown area along the waterfront, and if and when we ever get additional hotel units and mixed-use development at the Holiday Inn site or on the Civic Center site, that will be a golden opportunity to service the folks who live and visit downtown. Because I'm sort of an incumbent, I have voted on that budget 7 times. When I went to council in 2004, the tax rate was $1.45. It's almost 20 cents less than that today. So I've voted to reduce the tax rate many times by looking for ways to cut. But it's always about choices. You can have better schools, better paid police, better paid firemen, new fire trucks, better paid, competitively paid employees, and continue to lower taxes. It's about choices, and it's about being honest in making those tough choices. That's what sitting on the council is all about. I don't have a magic plan. I don't disagree with the disparity study. Okay, try that. See if that works. Can you hear me if I talk now? I don't disagree with the disparity study. I'm a woman-owned business myself. But I do disagree with the city spending money for a consultant for a disparity study. I think a policy change of a way of doing business, starting with the city manager working down, makes a whole lot more sense. Or if you need to do a study, we've got Norfolk State, Old Dominion, William and Mary, all have graduate programs within 20 miles of us that would probably have provided the same kind of information for us at no cost. I would not have supported spending money on the study, but I applaud the concept. When I was on the council in having a study done for public safety employees to have a competitive pay plan to keep and attract the best police and firefighters. And at that time, the city council agreed to continue the same plan for general wage employees. And I still support that plan. And if you look on the card in your chair, it's about the first thing under my vision for the city of Portsmouth. Most of you know I'm in the tourism business. I make a living selling travel. The city council, whether I'm on it or not, won't have a decision about a casino hotel. That decision will be made in Richmond. But the question is, would I support it? Absolutely yes. You know, I too have supported the No Tolls group, as I think everybody up here has. I think it's clear that the state leadership has failed us. Clearly not some of our own folks here, but it is going to take a change in the leadership in Richmond before this kind of deal changes. And I would hope that everybody would keep up with the No Toll group and continue to make donations as you can to continue to fight this legal battle, because I think we're now not fighting it just for us and for Portsmouth and Norfolk, but for the entire Commonwealth, because I think it's coming all over. I kind of want to say ditto, because Portsmouth leads the charge in the region of accessibility of its leadership. You know, every member of council has, you know, an email, a BlackBerry, telephones that they publish. I mean, you know, on my little card in your chair, the phone number on here, it's not some campaign office, it's my personal cell phone. That same number was published when I was on the city council. You want to call me, email me. You know, nobody's hiding anywhere. Different from like a state legislator or a congressperson. We're here, we're your neighbor, we're in your grocery store, we're in your church. You know, every citizen has access to their council members all the time, quite frequently. Nobody's hiding anywhere, anytime. And Portsmouth puts on TV more time than any other city around here. Now, I think that's a great thing. Civility is a great word, and I've used it a lot in my campaign materials, of people working professionally together. I'm very proud when I was on the city council, although there was turmoil, there was times when there was lots of disagreement. We weren't ugly. There were no personal attacks. And that's all about personality and the way you were raised and the way you handle yourself. And I may have disagreed with other members of the city council or someone in the public or a developer bringing a proposal, but I was never rude, I was never ugly, I wasn't raised that way. And I think it's all about putting personalities together and people learning to work together, and they can. And I think that's why you need me back on the council, frankly.
Mr. Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you've heard from all your candidates. Folks who have the personal grit to put themselves in the public eye, be under the microscope, have their lives shown before you for you to make a choice. There's not one soul on this stage who wouldn't do a fine job, but you have to decide who's best for you. Thank you to Dr. Mariner and the Martin Luther King Steering Committee for hosting this opportunity for us all to get to know one another better. It's going to be hard to get the message out during this election. It's the first time for Portsmouth having local elections at the same time as a president. So by the time we hear from Obama and Romney and Allen and Kane, we're going to be in the dust. So whoever you get behind, whoever on this stage you support, I urge you, volunteer, make donations, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, whatever, walk a neighborhood, knock on a door, because whoever you support really needs your help. We are not going to have, most of us, the kind of money to buy TV ads and print media and all those awful robocalls. I hate those things. So work hard for whoever you support. I have a proven commitment to this city. I've spent the better part of 25 years working to make Portsmouth a better place in one way, shape, or form. I have a history of service to the community. I have a vision for the future of our city, and I ask for your vote on November 6th.
Thank you.